police officer was surrounding me earlier. Anytime I picked the newspaper, surrounded me. They're making us from each other. They're telling I'm reading too much newspaper. They usually call me an hour to close it and try to get out the papers. Because I'm anemic, I'm always tired going back and forth. Tell me not to read too much newspaper at the same time. You know, so, you know, I'm the only one that profiling like this. People can come here and eat and stuff. People can come here to eat and stuff. They don't bother them. I'm a Nigerian and they profile me so much. You know, and I heard somebody talking to me and said, that's your girl, that's your girl. You know, so they use all kinds of sexual words against me. I'm nobody's girl. I'm a Nigerian and I need to be respected. I'm not a sex slave. They don't let me use the bathroom and they use sexual terms against me. So they tell me not to be reading too much. You know, so just read one thing at a time. I'm always referencing because I'm also an independent journalist. I'm documenting the immigration rates going on. You know, so and I'm anemic. I get tired. So just read one paper at a time. But getting up and going back to pick up more gets me dizzy and tired. I have low blood and you have to make accommodation for disabled. So they're not respecting any law. You know, people come here to eat and stuff. They don't bother them. I'm the only one to bother. So please donate to my cash app, non-conditional charity donation, NYC homeless. So at least I can rent a hotel room. Maybe I can be ordering newspapers online because I'm tired of this. This is just too much. This country has turned into something else. Sexual abuse. You know, they said I was a Asian immigrant. The police went and raped them with a broomstick in the anus. Anytime I go into the bathroom, I was born a boy, I'm not a girl. Anytime I go into the women's bathroom, the police are harassing me. You know, say they don't want transsexual in the women's bathroom. Even, you know, making sexual gestures at me. And this is just horrible. As soon as I came here, I heard the police came around and the guy was saying, that's your girl, that's your girl. You know, so this is horrible. As I was going to the bathroom, people were blocking my way. Someone in a wheelchair had to wait for them to go back. Then somebody put their bags in front of the door. So I have some bags also. And it just keeps surrounding me with people that are very hostile. They're very, very hostile. I'm very scared for my life. I don't want to be lynched. They say this is how they used to treat blacks after slavery ended. During the Jim Crow, there's a lynch mob that will falsely accuse a black person and lynch them. And in the Western countries like England, they used to call gays fags. I used a stick to beat them to death. That's how you get the word faggot. So, you know, there's a hostile gang of police and civilians that will surround me and just exaggerate anything I do. I can't read the paper because I'm reading too much papers. And I don't see them bother anyone. And I was hearing somebody say, that's your girl, that's, you know, so this is just too much. I used to come here when the police took my home 10 years ago on Staten Island. I was in a basement apartment with my mother, and the police came and evicted us wrongfully. Said Bloomberg, the Jewish American mayor of New York, he was born in Boston, moved to New York, said he doesn't want people in basement apartment. And against court orders, they removed me and my mother within 5 minutes. And Eric Garner was a black American. I met him on the street. He was selling cigarettes. So I used to come to this library and type my court papers, and no lawyer would help me. So Eric Garner told me he's going to help me file it in court and stuff with the court papers. I already filed it at the Brooklyn court here, federal court. And he said, I'm going to help you. I said, the police harassed me in the library. And as soon as he told me he's going to help me, within a few weeks, they went and choke him dead at the same place where I met him. And they never let me testify. You know, so they were surrounding him, harassing him, calling him boy. So they were sending undercover agents. So they're doing this, and there's a lynch mob of the police. They said in Los Angeles, there was a rogue police targeting Hispanics and was abusing them until it was found out some of the LAPD formed the gang. It's going on in New York. They're killing the blacks here, but nobody will believe me. So I'm an independent journalist, and my life is in danger. If you're watching my video anywhere in the world, please let there be free speech. Please donate to my Cash App, NYC Homeless. If you don't have Cash App, go to my Cash App, NYC Homeless. You see my last name, my first name. Google search my last name, my first name. Contact me on Instagram, Facebook. Tell me where to meet you, and I take cash also. but my story has to be told. There's a lynch mob and executing summarily, killing people on the street, the blacks, like every Ghana. And they've been arresting me on the street, choking me. The police, you can watch the video. And anytime I'm reading the paper, I just get nervous because they know some of this media know what is going on, and they keep reporting, and I keep finding clues and clues. That Ghana was intentionally murdered, but the journalists won't collaborate with me. So that's because I'm a Nigerian, they think of me as lower than them. So I do my own thing. They don't give you a seat at their table. So I create my own table. I do podcasts on YouTube, and you can find my podcast. Go to my Cash App, NYC Homeless. Google search my last name and first name. You can watch my YouTube is in my real name. It's a Nigerian name. You won't know how to spell it. So go check the spelling of my real name. It's in my Cash App, NYC Homeless. NYC Homeless. So please, I need you to be my witness. My father is dead. My mother is dead. I'm a Nigerian independent journalist in America living on the street. I'm documenting how they're treating the street. Homeless, 19 people perished on the street last week during the snowstorm. But the governor spent $1 billion to put artwork at the ceiling of the Penn Station. They're using $1 billion to put artwork at the ceiling, and people are perishing on the street. And I criticized that governor, and she told the media, nobody can tell her what to do. Get out of town if you don't like the way she's running New York. And she put soldiers to be intimidating me. She said the soldiers should be searching people's bags before they get on the train. So I'm always afraid to go on the train because they may pick me, even though the court said it shouldn't be racial profile. So they're mismanaging the money. This city spends $120 billion a year budget. That is 10 times the budget of Miami, which is $10 billion. 10 times the budget of Boston, which is $10 billion. They're spending $120 billion New York City budget every year. They have nothing to show for it. The whole of South Africa, there's 100 billion, but they have 30 million people. New York City is only 8 million. And I don't think they have chronic homelessness like this. But being able to take a shower and brush your teeth is a luxury. The hotels are so expensive. Like $200 a night just to be able to brush your teeth in the hotel. Everything is like super expensive. And the governor was spending $1 billion to put artwork in the Penn Station. It's a train station. They have one of the many train stations. We're spending $1 billion to put artwork on the ceiling to make it all fanciful. And people are dying on the street. You go to that Penn Station, they love the black homeless sleep on the floor, and the police will chase them out on the street. And they're using $1 billion to put artwork on the ceiling, and nobody investigates nothing. I've been trying to contact the Congress people, they ignore me. I contact them online, say please speak with me, they ignore me. They say in America, money talks and bullshit walks. So you can talk all you want. If you don't have the money to hire a lawyer and go to court, nothing changes. So please donate to my Cash App, NYC Homeless. There has to be a change, a good change. A change has to come. My late mother, before she was killed in the hospital, she used to tell me, this Jesse Jackson, she used to match with him. She used to match with him. Around my mother's age, he died recently. My mother used to march on the street with Jesse Jackson here in New York City. They killed my mother also. She was homeless. She went to the hospital to treat her heart disease. Bloomberg said the homeless people, when they go to the hospital, don't let them back. Lock them up in mental ward. And they told my mother they're going to lock her up in mental ward. One of my sisters, some of my sisters were involved in a narcotic gang. So they set her up. They were trying to kill my mother early. So they told the hospital to lock her up, don't let her back out on the street. Because they were trying to kill my mother. My mother has investments in gold in Ghana. She's worth a lot of money. So they killed her to steal her properties. So it's very easy to kill a homeless. Just frame mental illness on them. There was a black American who was on the train, Jordan Neely 2024, and he was telling people he's hungry. His own mother was killed. It's a black male. It's a machoistic culture. And, they don't like men bitching and whining. You have to be a man. So someone like me, once they find out I'm a boy, I was born a boy, I'm a girl, they're very hostile to me on the train. They say, such a gay ass up, you know. So I was vulnerable. I'm not a girl. So the men are supposed to just take it and be macho. So there's this black American male. His name is Jordan Neely. He was saying he's tired. He's hungry. His mother is killed. And the white guy snuck behind him and choked him dead. And the jury, including blacks, freed the white guy. They did a good thing. So it's horrible. And this Eric Adam, caused that. He was telling people to be lynching homeless people. Said it was creating panic because I was criticizing him for being corrupt, and I was trying to get their lynch mob to kill me, and instead they killed a black American like him instead. You know, because I always complain on the train that it's horrible the human rights abuse. My friend Eric Garner dead. I contacted Eric Adam every day for the past 4 years. He never helped me. He would even come on the street to taunt me, and I was just circling, please help. He walk past me, and he would go and be putting messages on his Instagram. He would play the Lady Gaga song. Get off my telephone. Stop calling. I don't want to talk to you. And he would put a message. I don't have time to talk to haters. When I see him on the street, he will come to taunt. I normally beg for money on the street. The last time I saw him was last year near the New York Law School, a place called Wall Street and Church Street, near the Immigration Plaza. I normally beg for money. And he walked past me. I said, sir, can I please speak with you? And he walked away from me. He came there to taunt me. And he went into the New York Law School. Then he put a message online. Stop calling me. I don't want to talk. I don't have time to talk to haters. He was playing the Lady Gaga and Beyonce song. So as a Nigerian, they don't value me. And so please donate to my Cash App and NYC Homeless. There's videos around that area that recorded Eric Adams, the former mayor, coming to taunt me. I'm trying to subpoena those videos. He could be arrested for setting people like Jordan Neely up to be murdered, because he was inciting panic, telling people a lot of homeless are crazy. And they said they've used such guises to deem blacks as dangerous and crazy, and they've been using that to kill blacks since slavery, as treated like a bad slave, like a runaway slave. They said the police are slave catchers. They weren't, they were created just to deal with blacks that were disobedient to the masters. And this is what they're doing. They went and took my friend Eric Garner dead for trying to help me sue the police. So I'm an independent journalist. So I risk my freedom. I risk because as a foreigner, we are considered aliens, so we don't have full protection of the law. So it's still like an apartheid society. I'm not considered a human being under the Immigration and Nationality Act. So they can just pick me up and lock me up in an immigration prison, So I'm risking my freedom, speaking out about this. My mother was a U.S. citizen, and when she brought me as a child, they arrested me at the JFK. They said, at that time she had a green card. They said people with green card and can't just bring children here. And they kidnapped me, and it took 8 years to resolve the case. So that's when my mother started having heart problems. She spent over $10,000. All the lawyers, even the judge was confused. The judge even asked the White House to intervene. The White House, Judge Bush administration said no. So this is a very compassionate case. The mother is here, but the child, is here. And they said the child can't come with the mother because green card holders are aliens and they can't bring children here with them. It was a complicated mess. And Judge Bush said the White House won't grant me amnesty. The case must go on. And they spent a lot of money just to prosecute me for being an alien child. And the judge thought it was ridiculous, but the judge said our hands are tied unless the White House grant me amnesty or something. So the case has to go on. Because we foreigners are considered aliens. We're not really considered people. So we're just like objects, You can just toss around. So this is another slavery. I'm an independent journalist, and I'm documenting all of this stuff. I'm trying to get their Congress to, pass laws to recognize that foreigners are humans and not just objects to be tossed around. We have feelings. You can't just be separating mother and children, allow the mother stay, but kidnap the baby and throw them out of the country. How is a little baby gonna survive if the mother's allowed in America but the child is tossed out of the country? Little baby crying, wah, wah, wah. I need my mama. So that's what the law allows them to do. If you have a green card and go give birth to a child outside of America, you have to leave that baby outside of America and come alone to America. Because that baby is another alien and has to, so it's a mess. You have the police surrounding me. It's always giving me trouble. So I don't want to talk too much. Like, I really don't have freedom of speech. So please donate to my cash app and watch this. And I'll try to record more later when I'm outside. And they've been surrounding me with ambulance. They have an ambulance follow me around. So, are you mentally okay? Are you mentally okay? I'm like, excuse me. So you think every black person is crazy? They be following around with ambulance. It's crazy. They have an ambulance that follows me around the street. As I'm charging my phone, they'll be following me around, making like they're asking me, do I need mental health services? So, even Michael Jackson's father said, when they start calling a black person crazy in this country, say run away. They want to kill you. So when they were calling his son Wako Jacko, Wako means crazy. He knew they were going to kill him. And when they told him his son injected himself with propofol, he asked them, how did he get access to that prescription medication that's only supposed to be used in the hospital? So they finally got Michael Jackson's doctor to go to prison for like a year. So killing Michael Jackson. So they gaslight me. And so they can just declare you crazy and execute you on the street. So they've been having ambulances chase me around. I'm afraid to walk on the street. I'm afraid to be inside like a slave. So please donate money to me. I can hide in a hotel room and I can do my journalism from my hotel room, because under international labor law, you don't have to risk your life for your job. Maybe I could just be recording stuff from the window of my hotel room. So they treat me like a monkey. So the hotels here cost like $100 a night. So please, worldwide, you can donate money to me. Maybe I can just hide in my hotel room. They're advising immigrants that's not safe for us. They have ICE on the street. They have medical doctors on the street calling immigrants crazy. Whoever picks you up first. So maybe I can just hide in the hotel room and just be recording stuff from the window. So please, it's ridiculous. But we black immigrants and blacks have been going through it in South Africa here. 10 million blacks were killed during slavery here. No reparation, nothing. And it continues. The madness continues. One day, maybe, we'll be free. Like Martin Luther King said. So he has a dream that one day people will be able to walk freely on the street. But that dream is still just a dream. I'm afraid to walk on the street. I'm afraid to be inside the library. I guess maybe I can hide in a hotel room and be looking out through the window and be recording stuff through the window.